What's up, you guys? I'm going to grab this message that I got today really quick while you guys hop on, if you are around. It's Friday night, but I'm here working and I have to do some food prep, and I really have been thinking about you guys a lot. I mean, I always do. I think about the team constantly and how I can help you guys and really just paint the picture for you. And let's see. I got this message today. Did I save it? Hold on. It's kind of important, so I gotta find this. No. Bear with me. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. Hey Lexi, hey Chris. What's up? I'm glad you guys are around on a Friday. Just like me. No, that's not it. No. Okay, found it. Yes. All right. So, let me stop the dishwasher really quick. Hey, Sarah. All right, so, my phone thought I said Siri. Wow. All right, so I found the message. Now I can get into it. I wanted to talk to you guys because I've been really reflecting a lot and thinking about the team as always, and I've been thinking a lot about my journey as a coach and how far I've come, especially advancing to 2-star yesterday, officially, and, having the opportunity to be able to open up my second business center, which will really increase my income as a coach. So if you have huge income goals, definitely get to 2-star a lot faster than me. So there's that, and, just thinking of our record month as a team, how we helped 91 people get started on their health and fitness last month, which is insane, and still I'm on a high about that. And we added 57 coaches to the team together, which is really freaking awesome. Just thinking about all the awesome things that are happening, how, it was 3 years ago, April, that I quit my job and became a full-time Beachbody coach, and just this whole entire journey. I really see coaches give up way too soon. And I wanted to share my experience with you, and I know, you guys hear from me all the time, but I wanted to maybe for new coaches and maybe people who don't really know me or my story, if I'm not your coach, you're on the team, but you're not my personally sponsored coach, you might not really know my story or the growth that I've had to do to get to where I am today, and to see this team where it's at today. It has not always been like this. And I just really wanted to, I've been reflecting on that, and I really wanted to talk to you guys, because when I first started, I was not the coach who came out of the gate running, hitting, and now I'm grooming coaches who are hitting Success Club 18 in their first month, their first week as a coach. And when I was a coach, I struggled to hit Success Club, period. And I struggled with so many things. I wasn't perfect, and I really sucked at social media. I didn't know how to be a leader. I never played sports. I didn't know how to have a team. I wasn't ever in any sort of team environment. I was a solo player, each man for his own. I have to take care of me to survive. And I'm that's just how I grew up. It was just, I had to only worry about myself so I could survive my life. And I couldn't count on anyone. It was, everybody sucked, and I couldn't count on anyone, and I didn't trust anybody. I never shared about my life or my story. I never opened up. I was like a locked box. And I had all sorts of locked boxes inside myself. I didn't know who I was. I never like shared about myself on social media, never posted a photo of my body on social media. I was somebody who avoided the camera like the plague. I would delete photos. That's why I don't really have any. I have like a few before photos before I started coaching, but not really much because I always avoided the camera. And, you know, I was just like schoolwork, party, like that was my life. And I wasn't like a super positive, inspiring person. And I really struggled a lot. And that's how I came into coaching. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never been in a challenge group before, never done anything Beachbody before. Like I was completely starting from the negative zone. And people ask me like, how did you know that you could do it? So I got this message today because I was sending out invites, and I saw that she follows my stories. And after having Erica on our team call on Wednesday, I've been messaging everybody who watches my stories who's not already a coach. And so she was somebody, and so she's a coach, but you would never know because she doesn't post about it. And so I sent her a message, and I sometimes send coaches messages by accident because I can't tell they're a coach. And that's when I'm like, dude, if I'm messaging you, you're not posting about coaching enough or what you're doing or letting people know that you can help them. So that's your bad, you know, you better fix that. But anyway, she says, can I be in 2 groups? I said, are you already working with a coach? She said, yeah. I said, oh, good. And she said, I haven't gotten that far, but I love it just for the program. What was your first year like? So she's a coach, but she's like not doing anything with it right now. And my response to her was, I love the programs. My first year was like a self-exploration while I figured out this whole business and got used to the idea of even having my own business, LOL. I had so much growth to do. It was so fun and so exciting. I was able to quit my full-time waitressing job after a year and a half and got into coaching full-time. That was 3 years ago. And she said, that's crazy. How do you have so much faith in it? I know it's possible, but some days I question myself. So that was the question that I was like, man, like, how do you have so much faith in it? And I was like, well, I mean, thinking about it, so this is my response to her. I said, I saw others did it. So if they can do it, I can do it too. I knew that if I never quit and I commit to always learning and growing and being teachable, I would be successful. So I sucked. I didn't know what I was doing. I had zero clue how to own a business. I had zero clue how to network. Networking and talking to other people and speaking publicly, even doing videos, was terrifying to me. Like I had legit stage fright. I was scared of so much. I had so much fear. But here's the thing. I saw, like, just by seeing my coach share her life on social media, I believed her. I believed her story, and I saw other coaches being successful, and I learned that this was a whole new business model that I never knew existed. With networking and network marketing, I had no idea this existed, this whole world. And I was just like, holy shit, why not me? Like, why not me? If they can figure it out and they started from the bottom, I can start from the bottom too, and I could figure it out. Like, think back to a time where you've overcome something. That's experience, that's proof to yourself that you have overcome something. We all learned how to drive a car. We all learned how to walk. Most of us have learned how to rollerblade or roller skate or ice skate. Like, some of us learned how to play music, instruments. Some of us learned how to sing. Some of us, whatever. We all learned how to ride a bike. Like, we all were beginners at some point in something. So when did we stop wanting to be beginners? When did we stop wanting to suck at something for a little bit so we can learn and do something that could radically change our life? And that was my mindset. I was like, someone else can do this. I believe in the company. I believe in Beachbody, that their ethics and, their programs and their, and Shakeology was like, blew my mind. I was like, if this exists, this is something I need to get behind. and I get to be my own boss. I get to create freedom. Like, I didn't know that I could, but I knew that I would never do it if I never tried. So I just went for it. And you know what? It took me longer than a lot of people because I personally had so much work to do. And I personally wasn't doing the inviting. And this is why I talk so much about doing your trackers and just posting and just inviting. Like, everybody, don't be afraid of inviting. Don't be afraid of following up with people. Because that fear is what held me back for 2 years. I would have been so much farther ahead in my business if I wasn't so afraid. And then, I started doing deeper personal development versus just reading You Are a Badass, which You Are a Badass is awesome. It really helped me, but it was doing in-depth personal growth with Tony Robbins that really changed my life and changed my business. That's when I started overcoming fear. That's when I really started to even get deeper and better and become a better person, become a better coach, become more convicted in what I was doing, and it changed my life. And so I really encourage you guys to allow yourselves to be beginners, to allow yourself to learn and fumble and be uncomfortable, because just like with starting anything new, you're not going to be a rock star right off the bat. You have to give yourself some grace, and you have to give yourself a chance to learn how to do this. So that's it. Don't give up. Be here a year from now and be better than you are today a year from now. Commit to never quitting, because I always say, it's my little slogan, if you never quit, you will never fail, because everything's a learning experience. And if you just pick yourself back up and move forward, you're not failing. The only time you fail is if you decide to quit, if you decide to stop learning and stop being a beginner and stop being teachable. You have to be willing to be teachable and decide to never give up on yourself, and you will make this work. My first paycheck was $30. And now I have record paychecks. I was able to leave my job 3 years ago. I was able to, my husband was able to leave his job last year and then, have the freedom. Of course, he's not going to sit at home and do nothing. But he was able to have the freedom because we weren't worrying about being able to pay rent and stuff. He was able to go back into personal training. And now because of that, now he personal trains freaking celebrities. And the opportunity that Beachbody has given us is endless, and it's just the beginning, you guys. And it's completely changed our life. And if I would have quit within my first couple months, even my first year or 2 years, just because I wasn't a rock star, or if I kept saying negative things about myself, or decided to never even try, or never even be teachable and not get uncomfortable and learn and grow, then I would not be here today. I would still be overweight, underpaid, struggling student at 31 years old. I'd still be waitressing. I probably wouldn't be married anymore. We met 8 years ago today. It's our 8-year anniversary of meeting, and we pretty much started dating right away. So, but my husband and I have been together for 8 years, and I was a shit show before Beachbody. I had completely untamed emotions. I was angry all the time. I had never dealt with my past. I had never dealt with my feelings. I always tried to shove it all in a box and keep it locked up. Well, that box was exploding. And through Beachbody and personal growth and working on myself, I completely changed who I am. It changed our marriage. It changed our finances. It changed our life situation. It changed our dogs' lives. It's completely changed everything. And if I quit within the first year or even first couple months because I didn't hit Success Club and I was busy, I would have completely ruined my life. So I really hope that you guys don't ruin your life. This is an amazing opportunity that you have at your fingertips right now, to change your life, to change the course of your life and actually design your dream life, versus just thinking, oh, maybe one day, or, maybe in another lifetime, if I get another lifetime. That's literally how I used to think. I would think, one day I would win, I would win an HGTV green home, and I would win a car and, you know, a couple $100,000, and it would change my life, and I would get lucky. One day, you know, maybe I'll be able to go on one of those shopping sprees that they show you on TV, where like people go on shopping sprees and shit and like finally get to wear what they want, and they get makeovers. You know, those like shows on Style or whatever. I used to watch all that all the time and wish it was me and wish I would get lucky. Well, with Beachbody, I decided to stop wishing to get lucky, and I chose to take action and to get uncomfortable and to do the thing that most people won't do, so that I could have a life that most people won't have. So I can have a life that most people wish for. And then I get to share that, so I can wake people up to stop wishing and to start taking action on their life. And you have so much potential here. We are partnered with such an amazing company with so much heart and so much integrity and so much foresight and give a shit, that it's blowing my mind every single day. Every single program that they come out with, like 80-Day Obsession, blew my mind. 2B Mindset is insane and going to help so many people in areas that they're struggling with, and give them access to a registered dietitian and nutritionist, where it would cost them like thousands and thousands of dollars to see somebody like that. And people pay that for nutritionists and for dietitians. People pay them to help them with this stuff. And we give it to them at a super affordable price, you know, from $180 to $200. Like, what? Blowing my mind. And they get Shakeology. Like, they're getting the shit for hella cheap, because Shakeology is $140 by itself. They're getting this for $180 to $200. Like, so cheap. We're giving something that is so life-changing that people do not have access to at an affordable price. Plus, they get a coach and a community. Like, this, I can't even really put into words how much I'm grateful for this company and for this team and for what we're doing together. And I just really hope that you guys see what we have here, what is in front of you, and that you don't fall asleep on your goals, and you don't ruin your life by not giving it a chance, and by not going for it, and by, you know, listening to other people's disbeliefs, because it's those other people's fears and your own fear that you let get in here that steals your freedom. That is what steals your freedom, is your own fear, your own negative thoughts, listening to those lies and listening to other people's fears, and taking it on as your own. It steals your freedom away. Like, please do not be that person. Sorry, I just really was like, gotta get that out. That was like in my soul today, and I love you guys so much. And my hubby's calling, so I gotta go. Love you. Post your declarations below. Like, what are you gonna make happen? Are you a lifer? Are you gonna do this for yourself and for your family? I want to know. Post it below. Tag your teammates. Tag your sponsoring coach. Share your souls below. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.